Welcome back to another episode of Road to Glory featuring Isaiah King. Now, so far, Isaiah King's journey has been great. We are finding ourselves in the CFP as the number 6 seed, despite being the number 3 team in the nation. I'm a little perturbed about that, but we're facing number 11 LSU. Now, LSU's a pretty good team overall. Their quarterback situation is not unbelievably good. They're okay. Their running back situation is not as good as Isaiah, or at least we hope so. And then a wide receiver, they've got a couple of dogs, including this dude who is dumb fast. But looking at their defensive line, they've got Relaford, they've got, Womack here, who's actually really good. Okay, their edges are really good. The middle of their defensive line is really good. And their linebackers are disgusting. So we have a lot of work cut out for us. Now, the good news is Isaiah is ready to go. He's already graduated, so this is going to make going into his senior season even better, but we can kind of focus on just making sure that he's getting some XP and he's kind of locked in. So we're going to upgrade here. We're going to make sure, it would cost 3 to do that. Ooh. Let's do 1 here. I think we're going to have this bar is enough, or we're going to be fine. And we're going to put this last little bit, got a lot of points we're going to put on leadership. We're getting that almost nearly maxed out. The Ohio State and Isaiah King are ready to get it going. The CFP, we are locked in. Can we go and make a run at the national championship? I believe we can, but it's up to Julian saying, because Isaiah's going to do his job. The Buckeyes start out with the ball first, and it feels good to have a home game here in the playoffs. Isaiah's going to catch this one. You know what he's going to do in the open field, make a couple of people miss. And to be fair, you could argue that he made exactly nobody miss there. But you know what? He fell forward and got 7 yards. This one's going to be handoff to Peoples, and that's why he's not starting. 3rd and 4, though. We don't want to have a 3 and out. Isaiah wide open says, hold on, let me do something real quick. Okay, never mind. They can tackle very good in Louisiana. Trying to keep saying for him to throw too many complex passes out here because decision-making is not his forte. Well, 2nd and 10. Isaiah's going to fake this ball to the sideline of Jeremiah Smith. Well, they're actually going to challenge this one. I think he's in bounds, though. Oh, yeah. Toe drag swag. He's in there. Another 3rd and short, man. Isaiah really hasn't had 2 carries consecutively in a minute, but it don't matter when he's catching all the passes like that. 3 catches already on this drive. Might actually be more attempts than he has at running. Where's the speed, King? Same here in shotgun. Both running backs in the backfield. And we got to imagine Julian saying went down. He did. Massive 3rd and 21. Looks like a single high safety. Looking for a halfback screen to possibly work out. That one was almost intercepted. Isaiah trying to get shifty with it. Try to bait him going in to out, but that was a lot of yards to try to make up. We're punting. LSU only gets 3 points. Our defense doing a pretty good job out there. And Isaiah says, give me the rock. The first quarter's almost over, and that was only his 2nd carry of the entire game. It's just disappointing, to say the least. Play calling has just not been there. But what is there are his hands. Sane takes the RPO, quickly flicks it, and that could have been so bad, but Jeremiah Smith is him. Best news we have is the first quarter's kind of winding down, and Isaiah still is at full charge right now, and he got a 1st down on that run. Great run by King. He's on a little bit of a hot streak. This sets us up to maybe drive down and get a touchdown here. King tries to cut up, but he ends up going down after 3. He does finally show a little bit of a wear and tear. I'm going to assume it's a rib injury. No, it's actually a back injury for King at the moment. This ball, Julian's saying, what are you doing? Despite starting every game this season, his decision-making just still remains questionable. The good news, though, for Ohio State is Isaiah's averaging a little over 5 yards per carry. And he's dealing right now. Same with a quick dump underneath. The big tight end's going to make it 2nd and inches. Lined up in the pistol. Isaiah's going to end up being a blocker on this play. Trying to seal the edge, and let's just say he's not a fullback for a reason. Despite that, though, we still get the 1st down. Great play by Rodgers to kind of seal that one. Isaiah can't find much. Maybe gets a yard. LSU is stacking the middle right now. Just trying to make sure that Isaiah can't really run this ball where he wants to. And King had it and then got lit up. Might be a concussion. Love the effort, but on 3rd and goal, we want the touchdown. To the corner, and he keeps his feet in bounds. What a catch by Isaiah, and Ohio State's going to take the lead. Defense did their job, and look, LSU gave the ball right back to Isaiah and company. And oh my God, Isaiah with the moves. Not quite the speed we needed to see there, but what a run. Can't even lie, that one surprised me. Isaiah found a burst of speed and was gone. Julian saying is going to keep 1, maybe 5 on that play, and they say 4. After Sayan gets 4, we're here in the pass game. He's going to find an easy check down to Rodgers, and Rodgers has plenty of room and breaks the tackle and then paid for it. 3 minutes left here in the first half. We're trying to keep things moving. Getting the ball to the man that has a plan here, and Isaiah's going to fall forward for 5. Back-to-back runs. Isaiah's got plenty of room, and we love to see that inside the red zone. He's starting to get a little bit gassed. Sayan, though, doesn't care and hands the ball off to him. Isaiah runs a man over on his journey for 9 more. 2-minute warning is approaching here. 3rd and short. Isaiah needs a yard, and they say he doesn't have it. To make matters worse, we either miss the field goal or win for it without Isaiah on the field. And here we are with 24 seconds left, trying to make something happen. And Julian Sayin doing Julian Sayin things. 21 seconds in a dream. Sayin makes a quick little adjustment here. This ball is unleashed. He's got a guy with maybe a step, and he's going to catch that one. Are you kidding me? Ohio State, despite not getting the touchdown earlier, gets one here. Julian Sayin coming up clutch, and that is fantastic news for Ohio State because we've got a 14-3 lead. Good for a run here. Isaiah cuts around, maybe gets 7. Double stack formation. Sayin quickly checks one down, and Jakai's going to get that to maybe the 3rd and 2. 3rd and short, we're trying to capitalize. And look at that. King is going to get the first. I love the awareness of Isaiah to just make sure he doesn't take a big hit and protects the football more than anything there. Nice play action. This one, we're unsure. Back out here in 2nd down. Oh, no. Julian Sayin, we can only block one of the 2 people. So on the 3rd and 16, we're just hoping that Julian Sayin just doesn't turn the ball over. That would be our hope. And he went down again. 4th time today. The defense is doing their job, though, and we found ourselves only giving up a field goal in the previous drive. And so that obviously could be worse. They could get a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion with a tie ball game. But for right now, we're okay. Oh, my God. Jakai! We believe in him! We believe in Jakai! He's him! That touchdown was amazing, but unfortunately, we're seeing that LSU has went down the field and got a touchdown of themselves. So they're only down 8 again still. This drive has got to be a good one, and Isaiah honestly hasn't gotten a ton of big carries in a while. So we're just kind of hoping on the 3rd down that he can help keep this drive alive. This ball is thrown somewhere else. Oh, my God. I thought Julian Sayin was running for a second. He was! No, he wasn't. That was a pass. Under 3 minutes. We've got some time here, and Isaiah's got to be able to get through that gap. 2nd and 8. Oh, my God. Every time Julian Sayin throws one of those, I get scared. It's been apparent, though, that LSU is trying to shut down the run game and forcing us to pass. They've seen the turnover issues that Sayin has had, and they said they like what they saw. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith just might have won the game for us. Picking up our drive under 2 minutes now. The 2-minute warning is already hit. Isaiah is just out here trying to make plays happen for his squad, and he's doing a pretty good job. He's up to 109 yards in the game. LSU's officially used all their timeouts. We are in a really good spot right now as a team, and look at Isaiah. Keep pushing forward. Isaiah's going to go in motion. This one goes off to the backup, and he's, again, we're seeing why he's the backup. LSU, again, heavy in the box. Isaiah just wants a chance to get in the end zone again. It's been a little bit. And he's made it 3rd and 3. But coach says, you know what? We're giving it to the backup again, and we're going to see what he can do. And he made it 1st and goal. Under a minute left. Julian Sayin has played absolutely flawless today. Can that continue? Potentially. Ryan Day again trying to get his Heisman winner out here. And Julian Sayin turns it over. Did we get a little cute with it at the end? Yeah. And we learned our lesson. Julian Sayin, maybe all of his luck has ran out. Had a lot of touchdowns. That turnover at the end concerns us a little bit. But we all know the player of the game today is going to be not Isaiah. Recapping the stats, Julian Sayin maybe at his 2nd best game of all season. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, 300+ yards. I will take that every single time. On the ground, Isaiah, solid 22 for 122, 5.5 yards per carry, but no touchdowns there. On the receiving side, he did end up scoring 7 grabs, 55 yards, and a touchdown. But shout out to Jakai Baker. 4 grabs, 149 yards, and 2 touchdowns. You probably should have gave him the player of the game. And we find out that in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, the team we're facing is Jacksonville State. This is the team that had the runner-up to the Heisman. So it's the #1 guy in Isaiah versus the guy that lost to him in Zion Turner. This should be a good one. Now, King's wear and tear from the last game kind of stacked up. -20 break tackle. That's not great. But we're still going to go ahead and use a training point here to get him 1 more. And then we're going to go ahead and focus on his health for the remainder. Make sure he's locked in there. And then leadership-wise, he's pretty much good. So I think we might actually... why not max it out? Now, Zion Turner is by far the best player on this team, but they are only an 82 overall. So I got a feeling like as long as Isaiah dominates, this game should be a breeze. And not that we want to look ahead or anything, but if we win this game, we would face the winner of Notre Dame or Oregon. And then from there, if you win that one, you're in the Natty. Now, while our core focus is obviously winning this game, Isaiah could break the single season record for most rushing yards in Ohio State season's history. J.K. Dobbins has it with 2,003 yards. Isaiah's a little over 1,900. So if he gets over 100 yards today, that record, it's his. Jacksonville State is trying to shock the world. They are a little small school that is not supposed to be here, but on the back of Zion Turner, he has carried that squad to the Peach Bowl. Can Isaiah just show that he's the most dominant player in the nation, or will the voters find out that they made a mistake and should have voted Zion over Isaiah for the Heisman winner? Not if King has anything to say about it. Ohio State getting the ball just like last game to start the game. And Isaiah throwing it. It was almost crazy. I do give the coach a lot of props, trying on the very first play, a little bit of a trick play to see what you can maybe have happen. If it worked, it would have been crazy. But so far, Ohio State is looking like they are not prepared this game. Missed trick play to start it. Some penalties already. This is not the Ohio State we're used to seeing, and Isaiah fumbled, but it was recovered. We've seen a lot of things from Isaiah, but a fumble? You don't really see that from Isaiah King. He's going to get a carry here. Plenty of opportunity, trying to make up for what just happened on that play. Hits him with a spin move, and if he got one block, he would have been gone. I think that shows that his team should still have confidence in him. Yes, he fumbled. Yes, he's on the biggest stage, but at least he's not Julian Sayin doing Julian Sayin things. Isaiah's being illegally held. Julian Sayin, why are you like this? There is great news for Ohio State, though. Jacksonville State, despite getting an interception in the easiest way possible, does not score. Isaiah's already had 2 carries. He's at 35 yards and counting right now. This could be a generational game from him. You need to come down the field and just score, but Isaiah's taking it 5 yards at a time. We have thrown a couple of passes with Julian Sayin, but coach is obviously a little worried about what might happen, so he's giving Isaiah a steady dose. And on 3rd and short, it's up to Isaiah to push behind this crazy offensive line, and he just sent a man to oblivion. Wear and tear stacking up a little bit, so you're going to see King get a little bit of a breather here. A dot to Ja'Kyle is going to get us a first down. Almost inside the first minute. Nobody scored. Almost. 5 yards ago, King trying to bounce one, hits him with a spin move, but gets caught halfway. And we're seeing Peoples get a lot more carries recently, which is maybe troublesome. We're not sure, but he's not performing. On 4th and inches, who do you give the ball to? Even though he's gassed. 73 scholarship is gone. This offensive line has got to do better. This is Jacksonville State. We're not talking about a premier program here. We haven't scored. Our defense, though, has been electric, and they've done their job. But we just need Julian Sayin to just not touch the ball a lot and let Isaiah cook. And we should probably add the offensive line needs a block against a much, much inferior defensive line in front of them. But, you know, tomato, tomato. King's run makes it 2nd and 1. Sayin's going to do a little bit of a little change of the play here to make sure Isaiah can run. And whatever that was gets us a yard. Back at the run, and man, they are ready for these spin moves. Sayin settles in his shotgun. Isaiah's going to be here. This ball goes underneath, and we're going to see that make it 3rd and short. The OC finally calls us a little bit of a single back. Isaiah's going to take that one. I'm going to assume there's a penalty. Is that on Rodgers? No, it's on 62. Okay. Rodgers, you're okay. We're not fighting you in the locker room. 62 is a large fellow. We're not trying to fight him right now. So 3rd and 9, we got to imagine this puts us in kind of field goal range. Not quite sure if Isaiah has the speed at the moment to outrun these guys, but hold on now. Isaiah has different plans. He wants the touchdown. That's why he's the Heisman winner. At this point, you got to imagine, did Julian Sayin use literally all of his luck last week? Because this man is an absolute bozo. An absolute bozo. An absolute bozo. Isaiah's done everything you want him to do right now. He's absolutely put this team on his back. He's done it all. And Julian Sayin has done nothing positive. Final play before the 2-minute warning, and if we could bench Julian, I guarantee that we would. Look at Isaiah. Let this man touch the ball every single time. King is over 100 yards, and there's still 2 minutes left here in the first half. He has just been unbelievable this year. And that run, let alone that run, gives him the record at Ohio State for the most yards in a season. And while he's obviously happy about that, he's not happy about his quarterback play at the moment. King somehow blocking. Another short pass. 3rd and 4. The hitch goes underneath. Isaiah's out here trucking people. He's looking for blood. Tie ball game because Julian Sayin is absolute dog water. Isaiah's trying to get to the edge, and Isaiah's going to have his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Throw the Heisman up, Isaiah, or just tell him to go night-night. We respect that, too. Before the end of the half, the coach decides to run a Hail Mary play, which we can't think would be anything positive, but it is. Julian saying we weren't familiar with your game. We're sorry. We apologize. All right, so good news, we scored at the end of the half. The bad news is Jacksonville State came out here and got themselves a touchdown to start the second half. So we're only up 7. So that means we have to rely on the man wearing number 10. I don't even want to say his name anymore. He who shall not be named. Unbelievable how this game has been. Oh, if Isaiah broke that second tackle, I might have ripped my hoodie off. Jack State gets the ball, but can't do anything with it again. Our defense has really been the MVP of this game, all things considered. Isaiah's out here. Isaiah might need some smelling salt. He who shall not be named, out here hiking the football to our guy who's going to push forward for 8. Our coach remembers that we have more than shotgun and finally puts us in the pistol, which Isaiah has historically been really good in. Tries to just... Oh, and that's why we don't run the pistol. Third down is short. Jacksonville State's got a chance, which is extremely scary for us right now. Not when Isaiah's got a chance to get a third down conversion. New set of downs, and coach said, you know what would be good right now? Letting that man at quarterback just unleash one. And it's never good when you're letting him throw. It is never good when you let him throw. We hate him. Isaiah might fight this man on the sideline. This is just the most egregious level of disrespect we've ever seen for the game of football. I just can't believe that this man is this bad. Julian Sayen's going to get one to Isaiah. He said, you know what? Let me show you what a QB should be doing. Just run with it, bozo. It's a simple concept. No one's open. What should you do? Run or throw it away. He who shall not be named hands his ball off to Isaiah, and oh, he's looking a little fast on that one. Third quarter's winding down. Isaiah has 170 rushing yards. And all that just to say, Julian Sayen is throwing this game away. Literally. Last play of the third quarter, third down, 2 yards to go. King got what he needed, and just barely. Just barely. And the wear and tear is starting to add up. After all the carries and yards Isaiah's had, the wear and tear we're honestly not surprised by. He's out here trying to give Julian Sayen some extra time. And who are you throwing to, Julian? We need Isaiah, but the wear and tear is there. We don't really want to mess him up for the remainder of the game. But we kind of have to at this point. Third down, Julian Sayen playing for Jacksonville State. Oh, my God. Jeremiah Smith. He dropped it. I don't blame him. It was underthrown. The defense saving the day. We have the ball back in midfield. We don't really need to go that far to get some points on the board. Julian, chill. 2nd and 4, 4 minutes left. Julian, chill. Nervous is, to say it politely. We just watched the man die. Who is he throwing to? So much time has passed. I don't know if Jacksonville State's kicker sucks or like what is going on, but they are definitely struggling. And we are not going to let Julian Sayen throw a little screen pass here. No thanks, bozo. Isaiah, despite not really getting many reps the last couple of drives, is just still gassed. But what a run to get us to midfield. Body is beaten down and broken. His mental psyche is cooked. All because his quarterback is trash. 2-minute warning approaching. The O-line's tired. Isaiah's tired. And he runs through and carries going to make it 3rd and 3. 210 on the game. This is the biggest play of the game right here. Julian Sayen kept it. He doesn't make good decisions. 4th and 1. They decided to go for it. Can they just block for Isaiah? They didn't block for Isaiah. I swear to God, if we lose, we're transferring. Jacksonville State is up. But we're in overtime. They got the ball first. A touchdown wins this game. And Isaiah is going to do it. We're going to give Julian Sayen an opportunity. I feel like we're going to regret this. We're going to give him a chance. A little play action. He threw a check down Charlie. That was a first down. Great move. Rodgers is going to go in motion. We're trying to get to the edge to block for him. We don't know where he went, but it was positive. Tight end slides over. Isaiah's got a chance. Isaiah's going to win it. Isaiah is going to get in the end zone and win it for the Ohio State. Julian Sayen is garbage, and we cannot stand playing with this man. But for right now, he is our teammate. And we're going to survive in advance. There will be daps and hugs and teammates going crazy. But none of them will be shared with Julian Sayen, who is walking home. I don't know where this game is, but he is walking home. We've seen enough. Look at this man jumping for the trophy. Get away from the middle of the screen. Isaiah's not seen picture because he would like to fight him. He's over here with the real teammates. Julian Sayen, get away from us. Get away from us. Recapping the stats, 14 of 21, 172, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Bozo. Isaiah truly put the team on his back. 33 attempts, 224 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He did fumble early, but he made up for it and then some. And in the receiving game, Rodgers goes 4 for 76, the only receiving touchdown we had today. Isaiah not really prevalent in the passing game, only 2 and 25 today. Now with that win, Isaiah gets an opportunity to go to the Rose Bowl and face off against Oregon. This is going to be the matchup of the year. Now the game against Oregon is really, really interesting and intriguing to us because that was our first loss of the season. We beat Texas, we beat Ball State, and then Oregon was the first loss. We ended up losing against Nebraska, but they're bums and didn't make it to the CFP. We have a chance to get revenge right now. Isaiah's wear and tear, super heavy, but we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more training because we have 5 points. So we're gonna do 2 for the training, gonna get him up to 4 skill points because we wanna get some big skill point jumps going into our senior season. And then the rest of this is pretty much gonna be spent on just getting Isaiah to be fully healthy. He's maxed out, he's ready to go, he's got some good experience behind him. This is an important game. Isaiah is ready to try to right the wrong that happened at the very beginning of this season. Oregon is a massively talented team that had a guy up there for the Heisman, and then Novosad kind of fell off that bandwagon a little bit. Isaiah flourished the end of the year. Oregon is still a very good team, a 2-loss team at that. But this is a rematch and a chance on their turf to show that we're the best team out there. We get the ball first at the Rose Bowl, not on Oregon's turf. I kind of misspoke on that one, but we are just excited to lock in here. And Julian's saying a smart check down to start. Coach has made some adjustments. The second play of the game, you're seeing we're already in the pistol. I think he's realizing that there's a man in this team we can't trust. And we know who it is. Oregon kind of heavy in the box here. He who shall not be named hands it off to the king, and he's going to get the first we need. Well, second down pass action. Isaiah's ready to get it going. Nice little catch and run. Keeping it going with the run game. Things that look real good all of a sudden. And yeah, Isaiah's feeling good. He wants that. No! He's been exercised. Get up, Isaiah, please. I think he's dead. All right, well, he's not quite dead, but his ribs, they're not in good shape at the moment. He's staying in for pass protection. Julian's saying is slinging one. I'm scared, but I'm not. Jeremiah Smith. I forgot everyone's name. But Julian's saying throw a touchdown. King looks like he's recovering a little bit, but he's maybe not quite there. Why would you hand that off, you bozo? Our defense absolutely locked in, and we're going to try to just take advantage of having a lead at the moment by running a little bit of play action. Julius saying such a bozo. 3rd and 21. If he gets sacked for a safety, we're fighting him. We are absolutely fighting him. Ah! This bozo has just single-handedly ruined our season. Check down Charlie, taking sacks. We hate him. Isaiah's got to just have an unbelievable game. Look at this man. Whose man is this? We ended up turning the ball over. We give it back. And we get the ball back, and we're just fighting for our lives. At this point in the rain, we're just praying that he can be okay. Oh, my God. Jakyle Baker. Drafted number 1 overall. Drafted number 1 overall. Oregon puts together a really good drive, and they have a 2-point lead now. Again, you know why they have a 2-point lead? Because of our bozo at QB. Back out here. A nice play to Isaiah, which got him kind of killed. Minute 25 in a dream. Oh, my God. What is happening? Big 3rd down. We need to score before half. Even a field goal and then potentially holding them to nothing would go a long way, and Isaiah smartly plays that one. After getting kind of lit up earlier in the game, having a small exorcism against him, he's finding ways. Oh, my God, number 8 run. We could potentially be relying a little bit too much on the pass. So we're going to go back to the run here. They were ready. King just gassed right now. Little check down plays. Hey, Whitmore is absolutely cooking. A bit of a whiplash. Isaiah got pulled out of the game for God knows what, and we now are up 28-23. Not mad about that, but ain't mad about this play call. Who's holding? He's on the ground. Despite that penalty, they give us the ball after, I don't know what's happening. 2nd and 1. Isaiah says, get off me, little boy. And he gets it to 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, we have a 5-point lead. This has just been a game right now. And I think he doesn't have it. I'm crying. Now, Oregon gets a touchdown here towards the end of the 3rd. And they have a 1-point lead because their 2-point conversion did not work. And Isaiah is just struggling right now, under 4 yards per carry. That rib injury is just hanging with him right now. He really hasn't had an explosive carry in a minute. And they are doing a good job of locking him up. Wear and tear, piling up again. He's in the yellow at this point. This ball's underneath to the big tight end, and he should have a first down, and he does. Last play here in the third. He who shall not be named. Little adjustment, hopefully for protection. Yeah, he probably told him where we were running it. Second down, Isaiah's going to stay in the pass block. This ball is just riskily thrown. And it's 3rd and 5 in the fourth quarter. Down 1. Winner moves on to face whoever in the national championship game. And what a grab by King. It honestly feels like Julian just looks at the most covered guy and throws him the ball. And Isaiah's got unbelievable hands, which somehow allowed him to catch that pass. King is still looking for a big run here. Safety comes into the box, which is not good news for us. Great run, though, by Isaiah, and he gets the first down. Might be his best of the game. Right back at it, but again, just terrible pass block, or run block. 2nd and 11. King has got a chance. Can he get a block? Jeremiah Smith was lost. If he throws a block, he's in there. Been moving on the drive. King is just looking for an edge and just only is able to get 2. Coach has been sticking with the run game despite it not really working. Our blocking has just been poor all across the board. And look at Isaiah find ways. Says, get off me, and he's down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Isaiah came out for 1 play. He can help his team take the lead right now. And he's in the end zone. Isaiah has done it. They got to get a 2-point conversion, and they definitely need to get a stop on defense. Our guys trying to figure it out. Isaiah's going to be in here to pass protect. The quick out. Baker's going to hold that one in. If they score a touchdown, it's a tie ball game. We're still in this. We are still in this. Oregon had the ball, and our defense forced a turnover. We have it here in scoring position. This could absolutely, oh my God, Isaiah is him right now. He's him. In the rain, banged up, still putting on a show. And then the center just doesn't block. The most hurt he's been all game. An underneath pass to Jeremiah Smith, who has it down to the 2-yard line. I'm going to be honest here, a touchdown wins this game. With the way we are cooking right now, it's 3rd and goal. A touchdown wins this game. A field goal still makes it interesting. Isaiah just gets shut down, doesn't have it. Why are we going for it? Oh my God. I don't know what's happening, but somehow we didn't get it on 4th and goal, but we have the ball back. I don't know what's happening. We have a chance. Isaiah just don't die. Oregon is using all their timeouts now. I swear to God, if we don't kick a field goal when we're right here on the doorstep, are you trying to get him killed? Oregon's defense knows the runs are coming, and Isaiah is just hoping he's not in the body bag by the end of this game. And he was so close to breaking that one to the 5. Look at this man's wear and tear. Why was he still out there? We are going to do the best play in football. The QB kneel. Isaiah King, for the first time in his history, is going to play for the national championship. Oregon might have won the battle, but they did not win the war. Isaiah helps Ohio State get to the Natty, overcome their loss against Oregon earlier in the season, and he's the man holding that trophy. Not he who shall not be named, because he didn't do anything this game. Defensive player of the game. Shout out to Jermaine Matthews. 2 picks and a touchdown. He's him. This was a remarkable game. Julian saying, for all the negative things we want to say about him, 2 incompletions, 3 touchdowns. He was fantastic today. On the ground, Isaiah 27 for 81. 3 yards per carry is not what we were expecting. The rain kind of got to him a little bit. 1 touchdown is fine, but he was a boulder ball the entire game. And in the air, he led us with 5 grabs, 58 yards, but a touchdown by Baker and Smith and by Rogers really turned the tide in this one. And it's official, the Ohio State versus Georgia. This is about to be a memorable national championship game. Coming into this game, Isaiah's basically in a body bag. He's severe, he's hurt, he's gonna need a nice bath times 50,000, because this man is gonna need to carry this team. We've seen what Julian Sayin has done against lesser defenses, and facing now Georgia's defense, who pretty much has a ton of dudes in the NFL every single year. He's gonna have to be on top of his game. We'll find out what happens in the next episode, but be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys in the next one.